Can you guys hear me? Can you just comment and say if you hear me or not? Hello, 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 hello. Thank you. How's everybody's day or evening? Late here. I'll move you back a little. What's going on, guys? I'm good. I just posted a Pisces video. I recorded it is late here. I recorded 4 other signs, but YouTube is literally taking forever to upload my stuff, and it's really annoying. Is that better? Can you see me better? Hi. I'm doing well, thanks. I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to tell you a few updates. You're welcome, Lonnie. I wanted to give you guys a few updates. I don't know if you were aware, but I started an Instagram channel. I mean, I have my own personal one, but I started one for this YouTube channel. And it's all my own content. Like all the photos you see, like the crystals and the spreads, they're all mine. So I want you guys to take a look whenever you can. Where are y'all tuning in from? Canada or California? So my Insta name, it's so Tarot _ girl, Tarot _ sorry, NYC. It's also in my about page. Yeah, I just started it a few days ago, so bear with me, but it's got a lot of pretty content, like my bathtub with, you know, crystals and all that stuff. I don't know what you just said, but yeah. Other exciting news is I've been doing a ton of private readings. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. I've been doing a ton of private readings, and I've gotten great feedback. So should you be interested, yeah, I'm still accepting private readings. Say what? Let me move you guys closer. I want to do a spread actually tonight. I love chit-chatting with you guys, but I do want to actually do a spread I've been working on. You guys on board with that? You guys have any questions for me? Really, you can ask. I'm an open book. You can ask me almost anything under the sun. Almost. Otherwise, this seems like the most boring live I've ever done. Okay, so questions. Come on, give me something. No, I think this is pretty boring. It makes me kind of want to just like forget this ever happened. I never want to be boring. Will you produce what, Michael? And I think you should be maybe asking yourself the same question. How will you produce, right? Sometimes, and I'm not trying to, sometimes we look to others for guidance and it's necessary, but sometimes the guidance is like right within you, right? And if I was like an asshole, I would just say, oh no, like I don't try and take the power of like that all of you have inside yourself to answer your own questions. So when I think you can, I will tell you. Hi, Sizzly. You're definitely a familiar subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, shame on you. You'd have to tell me a little bit more about this Virgo. I need more context on that and the older man. And how much older was he? Was the ex younger? I mean, younger than you. That's the problem with men. They like always think that they're like, no offense to the men, I probably just lost people. The guys joining, like, you think they're entitled to like a newer model, and it's like so annoying. I'm gonna take my earphones out. I think it might be better. I have no idea. Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me? Say yes. Say yes. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Okay, good, thank you. Yeah, no, guys think that they're like, you know, like, you know, you could be like 40 thinking you're still gonna get like the hot 20-year-old girl. You know, it goes across the board. It's just disgusting. Age difference, that's not what it is. It's more like the not being able to commit, not wanting to be monogamous, not being able to be monogamous, because you're just looking at the next newer model that has a bigger set of tits or something. I'm sorry to be lewd or whatever, but yeah. Yeah, my ex was 6 years older than me. Age is nothing but a number. It's not about that. It's just about the person. My point is like there are
we're conditioned these days to look for what I think some people are searching for something that just doesn't exist. Like there's always going to be like another version of perfection. Yeah, Michael, and you're entitled to that, and you should never stop seeking that. Cicely, I didn't see your message because they like disappear in 5 milliseconds, so they give you like no time to read that. But yeah. You know, you could be an old soul in a young person's body, and then like vice versa, right? One of my grandfather's best friends, my grandfather's 90 years old. This guy has been through 5 divorces. He's 90, he has a new girlfriend. I swear to God. Like, players, once player, always player. He just is always like that. If you guys tell me your sun signs, I'm gonna do maybe like a 2-card spread. That way we kind of get this going. Being broken up with via text is just cowardly. Oh, that's so disgusting. I'm so sorry. So it's like that guy's, or lady, I'm not sure what your sexual, coward, either way. Male, female, trans, doesn't matter. Coward. That goes across the board. No, I know that you're a woman. I'm saying I don't know if you're dealing with a man or a woman. Yeah, my ex is a Virgo, and he is a coward too. Yeah. No, yeah, I just have to, Cicely, I just have to ask because, you know, not everyone is in a hetero, you know. Do we have any, so I saw some Pisces. Are you guys in monogamous relationships? Are you single? You can even tell me your sexual orientation. That also helps. I'm going to draw some cards. Yeah, I love that there's some Pisces on here. Awesome. Yeah, let me know if you're single, you know, what your status is. Lonnie, through PayPal, you can add your credit card. You're straight, okay. It's just helpful for me to know, to like pick up on the energies. A lot of singles on here. Maybe this is like where, like, you know, love can, this is a platform for love. Guys, start chatting it up. That's so funny. Cicely, my ex, who's a Virgo, his birthday's September 17th, the day before. Let's talk about it. Definitely single. I love that. Sometimes when people like guys will be like, oh, like what's your like whatever, I'm like, I'm definitely really single, and they're like, what does that mean? And then they look like actually insane. Okay. So let's do a Pisces single spread. It seems like that's pretty much the DNA. Right? Ugh, that's like a terrible angle. Guys, please hit the like button. There's 13 of you on here, and there's 3 likes, and I don't like those proportions. So I'm gonna pull 2 cards, but I'll only do it if like we get like, yeah, thank you, more likes. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Okay. This is for Pisces singles. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, there's a glare. The Nine of Pentacles. And it's Ten of Chalices. Ten of Chalices is the Ten of Cups. Well, that's beautiful. Literally. Nine of Pentacles talks about being able to stand. It's like you see, like there's a woman standing on her own. She's kind of in control of the situation. It's like she's trying to mute someone, like not trying, it's like not to like someone to shut up, but she's in power and she's in control. She's opulent, and she's okay standing on her own 2 feet. This is about abundance and happiness, and happiness absolutely realized and gained, but in the sense of you're independently doing that. And this is a female energy, but for any males who are joining, this could be you too. And then we have the Ten of Chalices, which is the Ten of Cups. Sorry, I know that's really hard to say. Ten of Chalices, Ten of Cups, that is emotional fulfillment as it relates to love. The divine, making sure that like this was right. When you arrive with the Ten of Chalices, Ten of Cups comes up in a reading when the divine is trying to let you know that you've reached the point of emotional abundance. If you look at the card, and if you can see it, I'll like pop out of this for a second. You see there's like a moon that's illuminating everything that, not that like bad things that one needed to see, but it's like illuminating this ocean and like the most beautiful colors with a rainbow over it. Talking about like being able to see the world for all the beauty, both in the dark and in the light. A family together. This talks about, having like, having the dream and having it all as it relates to love and emotion and family. So these are 2 very abundant cards. I look at numerology a lot lately, so we have 9 and 10s, 19. I think that's the Sun card, no? Am I crazy? I think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, 19 is the Sun card. So that's, if you relate it to like the major arcana, number 19, the Sun card is like one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. So I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign. I don't know if you're dealing with another water sign, or they have earth and water in their chart. But for the singles, like, I'm telling you, like, this is all headed your way. But make sure that with this independent Nine of Pentacles energy, that you're not making yourself look like you're too good on your own, where like no one feels like you're approachable. Does that make sense? Like that you don't need a partner, because that can get a little hairy. Can I not see your comments? Are you guys even talking? Yeah, listen, this is going to resonate very differently with everyone. And yeah, no, I personally, like, I needed my space. Like, I love being on my own. Like, I love my independence. I love being able to, like, look around here. Granted, it's a box, but, like, I do this all on my own. And I think this is my card to me. Like, this represents me in every way, the Nine of Pentacles. So, ain't a bad thing to have your shit together, ladies. Are there any other signs on here, or maybe coupled Pisces, gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, like, whatever? Just wondering. Just trying to get a feel for I'm reading for. Why you laugh out louding? Any other signs? Or it is hard at sometimes. Yeah, there's sometimes where I get lonely. Yeah, I do. It happens. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, I'm not like worried. So yes, I'm like alone right now. Yeah, it does seem to be just Pisces. That's great. I love this. This is just like a Pisces chat. I love being alone, but I mean, yes, I get lonely, and then I realize like it's so exciting. This is such an exciting time in one's life. You have no idea who your soulmate is. It could be someone from your past, a past life. You literally have no idea, and that knowing that you don't know, it's like it's beyond. To me, it's exciting, and it's sexy, and it's like it keeps it very very interesting. You never know where love might come a knocking. That is really weird. I wonder, I mean, the only thing I'll say is that they probably weren't meant to get the message. Like, so whoever those tarot readers were, like, maybe, like, the message that they were giving the Pisces were, that's something like the divine controls, Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm more than happy to give you. Okay, go find those. It's so hard. Angelica, you have to really, you have to let yourself be vulnerable. And that's the scariest thing today. I mean, literally the scariest thing is to let yourself be vulnerable. And because you're allowing, you're opening your heart and you're allowing yourself to potentially get hurt. And there's no there's no promise, and there's no safety net, right? So it's like your parent throwing you into a swimming pool, being like, "Can you swim?" You'll navigate your way through it, you'll navigate your way through it regardless. You don't have a choice. A broken heart, you're not going to die. It may feel like it, but you're not going to die. So, one stroke at a time, keep moving forward. And that's the worst case scenario. Maybe you won't even have to move forward. Maybe like you'll find love. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and keep swimming until you find it. I'm serious. Like, I always say this, but like, you have to be the damn cheerleader for your life. And because nobody's gonna fight for you harder for your life than you. You are your own biggest fan. So start loving yourself enough to be that for yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you. I didn't see your question. I love these fishies too, honestly. You guys really are, and it's like, it's very, not funny, it's very interesting, the juxtaposition, because you guys have some really deep and dark, like, stories and scenarios, but you have so much love in your heart and so much light. It's like, it is such a crazy, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're such loving individuals, but somehow, we have to go through, it's a part of life, these really difficult emotional situations. I am a Taurus sun, a Aquarius moon, and a Virgo rising. Yeah, you guys should all check out what your sun, moon, and rising signs are. Kisser, can you just resend that one more time? It like disappeared. I mean, this is like kind of crazy. So, this is I was just pulling cards again for Pisces while I'm like reading your signs and whatnot. This is the Nine of Pentacles in the Wild Unknown deck. I'm gonna have to read from the book because two Nine of Pentacles, like, what are the odds? Two separate decks. Take a look. So, the Nine of Pentacles is always a welcome card. The Nine of Pentacles is a time to enjoy the many results of your loyalty and hard work. This may be a promotion at work, a newfound stability and happiness at home. It's even possible you'll find yourself enjoying the finer things in life, as luxury and refinement oftentimes accompany this card. So that's beautiful. And then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. And then the Daughter of Wands. So feminine energy, but I'm not even like sensing. So there's two different younger female energies, and maybe you're a male, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the Ten of Wands. So this is about like I mean, so it's a fire sign or a fire energy, but this is about being like a visionary. Like, you know, you have your head down, you know, working and like moving your career forward, and family is typically like on the back burner. Like this energy tends to get married much later in life, and that's okay. This also represents, yeah, a woman going through like a transformative and spiritual breakthrough. So I don't know if this resonates with any of you ladies or gentlemen here, but there is some of you that you are going through a twisted transformation, or you're untwisting yourself. You see this snake, it's like you're uncomplicating your situation. I think you're fierce if this is you, and you do make a dangerous enemy. That's for damn sure. And then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. So two, I wouldn't say dueling female, younger energies, but the difference is so the Daughter of Pentacles, obviously, so it's an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart. This is someone who, unlike the Daughter of Wands, who's very like in your face, is very passionate, like, yes, makes a very tough enemy. This is someone who's kind of behind the scenes, really working hard, definitely detail oriented. She has inner strength, but she's not really one to show it. She's just a kinder soul, is okay with not being in the spotlight. So this energy really wants all the attention. Some of like you or maybe the person you're dealing with wants like all the attention, and someone prefers to be behind the scenes in the relationship, and that's okay. It just depends on your scenario. But I mean, we have again the Nine of Pentacles, so it's like independently somebody feels great on their own. That said, if you have the foundation, you feel great on your own, you could equally feel just as great in a partnership, is how I read that. That's good, Angelica. You need that. Like everyone Everyone needs that. Congrats on what? We're all going, like, everyone has lessons to learn. Pisces, Virgo, I wouldn't say it's like not compatible, Sisley, but I will say the way that the two of you express emotion is a little bit different. So like you wear your heart on your sleeve, and you want like physically like touch, like hold, you know, to like cuddle and kiss and show affection that way, where Virgos are not like that. They're a mutable sign. They pride themselves on being kind of like cool, calm, collected, not really showing their emotions, or just kind of just keeping them at bay. That may annoy, frustrate, and confuse you, have you kind of questioning like, oh, does this person like really like love me? Do they have affection for me? That might be a little bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you. So just keep that in mind. I don't know why these cards are all fucked up. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I'm so happy that... I don't quite get what you're saying. Virgos are so hard to read. They are... Oh, he was. I mean, listen, then I gotta tell you, I'm curious as to what his sun, moon, rising, ascendant, or really his Venus sign is, because Virgos are really hard to read. They're hard to read because emotionally, sometimes they seem like completely detached. They do. They seem like they could give two shits. When in all reality, that's not the truth. It's just that's how they process, show, and deal with their emotions. Yes, they are. They are fast. I'm a Virgo rising sign. But like I said, my ex was a Virgo sun. So I thought, I'm like, oh, well, I want to exude the traits that he has. So, but that didn't clearly work. They are extremely materialistic. He literally cared about nothing but like taking Instagram photos of airplane seats, like in first class. Like, how tacky can you be? And like, what are your values? Like, get a life. Sorry, this is not about me. I just try to be like open and honest and real with you guys. So sorry if I'm like talking like off tilt. No one texts. I don't know if you guys watch Sex and the City. There's an episode where Sarah Jessica Parker's character, Carrie Bradshaw, gets broken up with by a Post-it. Like, the guy literally leaves in the middle of the night, like, on a Post-it and says just like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Have the decency to at least call someone on the fucking phone. You know, because you deserve that. I don't know what... you wanted to get to know him, what... Is there any questions you guys have? Again, if you're just tuning in, I have an Instagram page, and I would love for you guys to follow it. It's got great content. I love doing this so much. I know I just like always talk about that, but I fucking love doing this. It is so amazing, especially the private readings, to really like see into the soul of these, and I mean like the people, like, and you know who you are, who I've done private readings for, like, you are such incredibly developed, beautifully emotional human beings. It's like crazy. But yes, he knew he was afraid. Yeah, a lot of people do that because again, it's like that's the level of it's about being vulnerable. It's like people not wanting to be vulnerable. Honestly, so like I'm so curious as to what his birth chart looks like because I'm telling you, that's not really a Virgo or like a characteristics of a Virgo. So he probably had a lot of water in his chart. Really what? Yeah. I just pulled a few cards, so I love this because we are in a new moon. We got the moon card, the Three of Rods in reverse, which is the Three of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So another good reading, guys. I mean, so we have the moon card, so you guys could be. Isn't this beautiful? It's a mini version, but it's the Aquarian deck. I'm obsessed. It's like 1970s Art Deco. Like the illustrations are gorgeous. But I know I love this moon. You know, you guys are, you know, I have like set like thoughts about the moon card. It is so Art Deco. I have certain thoughts about the moon card, but I read this deck, the Aquarian deck, extremely like, very like intuitively, really off of the artwork. Some of you are feeling blue right now, feeling blue because of something red being love, being blood, so family, love, intensity, something that's like high intensity in your life right now. Next to the Three of Rods, which is the Three of Wands in reverse, something's stopping you from getting on your ship and leaving. I think you've thought about this enough with the moon card. You've watched this story play out a zillion times over and over and over again. Because when we don't learn from like our past, not mistakes, but our experiences, we don't learn from them. We don't take the wisdom and then like put it into action. Like we say we learn, but we don't actually change anything. We repeat the same cycles over and over and over again. And it's like the same old show with this moon card, which is unfortunate because it causes you to be in this Three of Rods or Wands energy, like not being able to leave. You know, upright, this card, you're contemplating, where am I going? You're not looking back, you're looking ahead. In reverse, it's like you're stuck, you're unable to move. But what gives me a little bit of confidence for this is that we have the Five of Swords in reverse, okay? So upright, this talks about, you know, the end of a battle. It is an end of a battle regardless. And you see, you know, there's swords on the floor, people, but, you know, this guy has, you know, he's carrying like a few swords, like he kind of looks like happy with the defeat and whatnot. I think you're over, like, you don't, like, the pride of winning a battle with this person, you're done with it. Like, you don't care about winning. Like, it's not about winning or losing or, like, keeping score. It's not about right or wrong. I think you literally just, like, need to leave the situation. And I think with the Five of Swords in reverse, that's exactly what you're doing. Careful with the moon card though, because I know you guys can be blue. It's a very like, you know, a lot of illusions, things that may seem very real and very accurate are not. Things look very different in the light of the moon as opposed to like the light in the sun, I'm telling you. So I'm also like, I'm hearing Spirit telling me to tell you, like, you know how they say, like, with get a second opinion? Get a second opinion before acting. You got the Two of Rods, which is the Two of Wands. the Four of Swords, the King of Rods, which is the King of Wands. Ton of fire energy here and air energy. I don't know, I would assume maybe you're dealing with a fire sign or an air sign. But you're over the battling. You're over it. You're done with it. It's like enough already. It's like you can only handle so much emotionally. So you've got a choice to make with the Two of Rods, right? You've got like sometimes in most of the Two of Wands cards is like the guy has the world in his hand. This looks like the sun, I'm saying. You've got the sun in your hands in this case, right? So you've got the light. I usually say you have the whole world in your hands. No, but you have all the light you need in the world to go get whatever it is you're looking for. So go ahead and do it. I mean, you have to. You're over the fighting with the Five of Swords in reverse. This card needs to be turned right side up so that you can take your ships and leave. I think you're going to, because and you'll have no choice. You got the Four of Swords, right? So that talks about needing to rest mentally, resting your mind, not even physically. This is like resting, like some of you are not sleeping well. You're taking time to reassess the situation. My advice though, don't stay there too long. Get the rejuvenation and the time that you need to reevaluate and really like rest your thoughts, but don't stick around too long. Because we've got the King of Rods. Advice, but I can't find the contact. Ellen, my information is in the About section. We've got the King of Rods right next to where you're resting. Okay, so you're trying to like heal your like emotional wounds, but we've got the King of Rods, which is the King of Wands, literally like watching you. I don't know if someone's like spying, but he's like it's like an intent watching. It's like vigilance, like wondering like what you're gonna, not like what you're gonna do next maybe, but like will like, you know, kind of like taunting, like will she, like he or she be able to get up? Like, I've won this mental battle. Like, someone's literally that much of like a fucking psychopath that you're dealing with, that they're like poking, like, oh, like have I done enough to make this person like suffer? Like, that's what I'm like feeling. I know that's like a weird scenario, but like. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Temperance card. Can you guys see that? The Temperance card. Temperance, when I look at this Temperance card, I mean, you know, typically I read like, you know, like it's about balance, you know, it's about like, you know, like the cup, like there's a lady in the other, like in most of like the Rider, like weight and universal weight decks, like there's, you know, the two cups, like, you know, what you put in, you know, it's like, you know, is what you get out. So it's like, you know, dual energies, and like equilibrium and all that. When I look at this Temperance card, I see something so different. If you look at the woman in the Temperance card, there's like so much going on. There's like so many patterns, like she looks very like, yes, like opulent, very complicated, very intricate. I think there's a balance here. This card talks about balancing personalities, multiple personalities, expressionism, and the way that you express yourself. Pisces, fishies, right? So it's about, you know, being able to be like a very dynamic, you know, you can wear many hats, you can wear many different outfits, but at the end of the day, you can only, like, you could put on like this costume, that costume, you could change your appearance, but you are who you are. So it's about balancing what you're showing the world and being true to that, and and not like faking your bullshit. Like if you're mad, like tell the person you're not okay with what they did and you're mad. Don't wear a mask or put on a costume or anything that says differently than who you really are. Like be your authentic self. And that to me in this deck is what the Temperance card talks about. Always speak. When all else fails, fall back on the truth. I promise you, you will, it's tough in the moment, but you will be so fucking damn glad you did. Is Psycho cursing me? Honest question. I don't know much about the Psycho. And just to finish off, because I wanted to pull 9 cards, next to the Temperance card, we have the 10 of Rods, ton of fire energy, which is the 10 of Wands, next to the Empress. Okay? So you're working really hard and expending energy to the point where, like, you can't even see what's right in front of you. Do you see how, like, it's like your head is, you're determined. And I don't see it as like a blinding, like, you know, a lot of, in most decks, like the 10 of Wands talks about, like, you're just completely burnt out, you're at the, you know, to me, it's like, I see this card in a much more positive fashion. And again, I'm reading very intuitively. I do that with this deck. You're busting your balls and you're getting something done because you're determined. You guys, you Pisces, like, you know, I think a lot of like the earth signs, like the Tauruses and the Virgos and the Capricorns, they get a lot of the press or the spotlight for being hard workers, but you guys work your damn asses off. And do you know why you do that? It's because you care so much about the work product that you put out, or you care so much about letting the person that you're with know how much you love them. So, like, the fuel in your gas tank is your emotions, and when you get that car started, you guys can be harder workers than any earth sign, honestly. And I'm saying that, I'm a Taurus sun. And then we have the Empress card. So I think you guys, and you know, this is obviously a feminine energy, but the Empress card, you know, yeah, it talks about, you know, we see obviously the female, it's the motherly instinct, right? It's like she knows all. She's someone who you go to for guidance. She, you know, she's really an all-knowing, sound judgment board. She holds, you know, help, you know, seek her, you know, and maybe this is your energy. You want to be a mother. You want to be nurturing, giving, loving, being able to provide your kids abundance or your partner abundance. You want to take care of someone. You want to take care of them, and you want to let you, like, why won't they let you take care of them is what I'm hearing. Like, you have, you know that you have so much, like, love to give. It's like, why won't they accept it? Like, is like, I don't understand. It's like the most pure form of love. And I think a lot of you guys are thinking back to the past with the 6 of Cups. You're thinking, it's like it's a card of nostalgia. You're thinking about, like, the good old days when maybe, you know, when the two of you, when you were getting along. I can't tell you because I don't know enough. I'm sorry. But you want to share your love too with the 6 of Cups. So it's like, do you see how, like, he's like handing her, like, you want someone to bring you flowers. And you should want that for yourself. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards, guys. Best advice for my fishies. I mean, I'm not surprised that this became a fishy reading. if I had, like, I wish, like, other signs would give me the support that you guys do, but you guys are, surprise, surprise, loyal through and through. 2 cards, please, for my Pisces best advice. Okay, best advice, and then we're wrapping up. 8 of Swords in reverse, and then you got the 3 of Wands, which we've already gotten, but fine, we'll take it as advice. 8 of Swords, get yourself out of mental entrapment, emotional entrapment, right? Like, yeah, we're sending all good vibes here, guys. Like, the 16 of you that are here are, like, divinely, like, here for a reason, or the 15. Goodbye to whoever the 16th was. Get yourself out of the emotional entrapment that you are in. I'm not saying this was self-inflicted. Like, somebody else may have put you here. I'm not saying this is you, but you literally, it's like almost embarrassing. It's like you're all dressed up and you're like ready to go, and like it's like a public display of embarrassment with what looks like no way out. But the card is in reverse. So it's telling me the advice is do whatever you need to do, because you're going to come out of it. Whatever this mental entrapment is. I don't know if they're playing mind games with you. And then once you get out of that mental entrapment, look what we have again. The 3 of the 3 of Wands. 3 of Fire. New horizons. The sun is shining down, like in that distance. You see that? The sun is shining. It's beautiful. You've got so much ahead of you. I mean, like, what's beautiful about this card is that there's, well, it's just like where the ocean meets the sky, and it's limitless. It's limitless. It's beautiful. And that's what I was saying before. It is so damn exciting. You don't even know where your life is headed. You don't know where you're going to find love. I'm not saying, like, you know, every time you leave the house, make sure you have, like, a full face of makeup on, because you never know when you're going to find love. No. The real type of love, like, it'll be when you're, like, coming out of the gym and you're sweaty, or, like, a long night shift at work and you're, like, greasy and gross, and somebody, some lucky bastard, catches you and sees you for exactly who you are. Like the most beautiful human being, thinks you're literally like God's gift to the earth when you look or feel like you're, like, that's exactly, like, that's how it's always happened for me and many of the people that I read for, and my friends and all that. Do you guys have any other last minute questions for me? I have work tomorrow morning. This isn't my full-time job. I really wish it was, though. I'm not saying, look, Andrea, it's more like, I'm trying to tell you to, like, be excited. You never know, like, where like love will come knocking on your door, or walking, like, around the corner, or when you're, like, ordering your coffee in the morning, or, you know, that party you go to that you didn't want to go to, but, you know, you mustered the energy to go after a long night of work, and yeah. Also, if there's, thank you, you too. I hope you guys sleep well. I'm sensing for some reason, like, random, like, closing message. If you're, please be authentic with the type of love that you're looking for. And what I mean by that, I guess, is if you think you have a type, or like, but you're only doing that because, like, maybe your parents or your, you know, like, your friends would be like, well, why are you dating that type of person? Like I'm sensing there's a lot of noise, like, from other people. Like, get that out of, like, your, like, no, that's your relationship. That's your, like, preferences, sexual preferences. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but, like, there's noise in your ear. and it's from nobody who, they're important people to you. They could be your parents, they could be your family, your best friends. Please drown that out, because nobody knows you better than you, and you know what you want. And I'm like sensing for some reason, like, some of you guys are kind of like lying, not lying, but like you're lying to like your others and yourself about like the type of person you want to be with. And I don't know if that's like maybe denying like your sexual orientation, like your preference, and that's why I think I brought it up before, because I don't know if any of you are dealing with that. Please message me. My email's in the about section. But regardless, like the general message is to please don't listen to, like, nobody knows what you want better than you do, period. I don't, like, you guys struggle enough, battle enough, like, be the authentic fishy that you are. And if that type of guy that you're dating is not the type of guy you want to be with, then get the fuck out of it. Go get what you're happy and go get what you want. And, you know, likewise, like if you're, you know, a girl and you're dating a guy and like you're into women, go be with that girl. Like go find the girl. Like, I could go on and on, but I think you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna do a reading tomorrow, I think, about that. Just about like the naysayers, and because there's some people who do give like proper advice, but this is one area where I'm inclined to say, you can't tell me what my sexual orientation is. You can't tell me the type of guys or ladies or what have you that I like. I believe we have multiple lives, but this is one that you're like in your conscious body. Your soul is inside of it. So let's live it authentically for you. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you for the 15 of you who tuned in approximately. I hope you have a beautiful night, and please message me any questions you have. I'd love to do a private reading for you. I'm loving it was a small group tonight, and I actually preferred it. I love the energy. You guys are tremendous. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a beautiful start to your week wherever you are, and take care. Good night.